take, for example, Sammy the Bull Gravano, right? He was the underboss of the Gambino family.
Yeah.
He became like a big snitch. He was John Gotti's big snitch, right? Okay, when Sammy became underboss of the family, I was with a guy who I called Artie the Hairdo in my book. He was a capo in the family. And I asked him, what do you think about Sammy? You know, how's Sammy? I said something like that. I didn't know Sammy. I never met him at the time. I go, what do you think about Sammy? And he gave me a look without saying a word that I knew by that look. Stay away from Sammy. Don't go near him. You know, stay far away from this guy. He's no good. Because I trusted my friend. You know, my friend was smart enough not to badmouth the new underboss of the family because it could cost him his own life. But he knew to also warn me so that I don't get myself jammed up. And he gave me a look I'll never forget. But anyway, that said, here's Sammy the Bull, right? He ratted on everybody. But if you go through his life, he killed his best friends. He killed his brother-in-law. He killed anybody he had to kill for money, for greed, for power. What makes us think he wouldn't take the stand and start pointing to people? You know, anytime that it was about him or someone else, it was always him first. So what would surprise us now? By the way, I was the first guy to ever find out he was a rat. I'll tell you this much. John Gotti's brother came home from the lawyers, and I was in his house at the time, and he said, Sammy went bad, and I forget how he said it right now off the top of my head. He said something like, my brother's dead. What do you mean? Sammy went bad, something like that. And I remember saying to his son, there's no way he went bad. I don't believe it. You know, there's no way our underboss went bad. Because I couldn't imagine such a high guy in the family. And even though the other guy, the capo, gave me the sort of the sign to stay away from him, I thought he meant, in other words, his treachery. You know, you could end up killed for no reason. You could end up getting jammed up. I don't know. But I didn't think he meant he could be a rat. In other words, that was beyond me. So at this point, I didn't believe it. But now, with all the sort of like experience and understanding I have in hindsight, what would have surprised me? And what would surprise any of us? You know, even like my own rap, he went into the witness protection program. I couldn't believe it. But if you go back through that guy's life, there were a lot of signs in his life that he was about himself. He was all for himself. So that's sort of like what I see today. A lot of times now I won't excuse something so quickly as just like, you know, it's no big deal. Here's a great example, right? As now that a lot of you, even listeners, could probably understand. Let's say you're going to do a business deal and you say to your two friends, look, I'm going to put you guys together. I'm going to introduce you guys. And can you just make me part of it? Can you give me 5% of the deal? And both guys go, oh, definitely. We're going to make $1 million and we'll give you 5%. We promise you, you're going to get the 5%. Okay, I'm going to introduce you guys tonight. We'll go to dinner. And you introduce the two guys, right? And you go, okay, hey guys, I'm going to connect you on email right now at the table, so you have each other's emails, and just keep me across the emails trail. Okay, we will. Okay. And the next day comes, you don't hear anything from either one, and then a week goes by, a couple of weeks, and then you see them and you say, hey guys, you ever get together? Oh yeah, we've been meeting every day. What do you mean? I thought I was going to be on the email. Oh, we email each other every day. They cut you right out of the email trail. If they cut you right out of the email trail, or one did or both, a lot of us will go, nah, they're still good guys. I'm sure they'll still give me their 5%. No, they're not. They cut you out of the email trail because they cut you out. They're getting rid of you. They're getting rid of you really quick. And don't kid yourself. You're not getting 5%. You're not getting 1%. You're not even getting another dinner from either one of them. So, you know, like those are the things like now, and I just gave like, you know, that's just off the top of my head, one example like that might happen to an average person, but there are millions of them. You know, like, just like, don't kid